Hello everyone, this is AQ from nohues.com, and in this video we're going to talk about the brush tool. So this is the second video for Adobe Photoshop tutorial series, and in order to get started with the brush tool, we'll jump right into Adobe Photoshop. So once we've got Photoshop opened up right here, we're going to create a new document, whatever size you're comfortable with. And once you've created the document, you can select the brush tool by clicking here on the tools panel, or you can press B on your keyboard. So what is the brush tool? So brush tool is a painting tool inside of Adobe Photoshop, which is similar to traditional brushes that you might have been familiar with if you're painting, or even if you've painted as a child. So what we're going to do here is we're going to show you how the brush tool works. So first of all, once you've got the brush tool selected here, you can select the color of the brush tool by clicking here. You can select whatever color you're comfortable with. I'm going to leave it to the red that we've got here. And in order to put a stroke on your document, you can click, or you can press the right mouse button, and it's going to give you a circle or a dot here. So this is a very hard, solid dot. You can change the settings of how the brush tool works by clicking here. And here it gives you different presets of the brush tips, and you can customize your own as well. So let's start by lowering the brush size a little bit. So it's going to lower the size of the tip, and we can also lower down the hardness to somewhere around 60%. So once you click, you can see the difference. The stroke that you've made with lowered hardness does not have a solid dot. It has a soft edges around. And you can also select different brushes by going to the defined presets you get with the Adobe Photoshop. You can also create your own, or you can also download it from the library of millions of brushes that are available on the internet. So here we've talked about what the brush tool is, how to adjust or customize your brushes. You can download or create your own. Now there's a counterpart of the brush tool. So this tool is very similar to the brush tool. It works the same way as the brush tool works, except instead of putting the strokes down, it removes these strokes from your document. So you can click here for eraser tool, or you can press E on your keyboard, and you can remove the dots or the marks that you've created using the brush tool. So about resizing, both brush tool and eraser tool work the same way. You can click here and you can resize it to whatever size you want. But when working in the flow, it can be quite challenging and difficult to go back and forth through the panel and resizing the brush. So there's an easier way you can do that by pressing the Alt key, pressing and holding the Alt key, clicking the right mouse button, and then you can drag towards the left if you want to make it smaller, and towards the right if you want to make the brush size bigger. So this will apply to both eraser and brush tool. So here we talked about the eraser and the brush tool. We'll talk about more Adobe Photoshop tools, and we're going to jump into the advanced in the later videos. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, or if you learned a thing or two, make sure to drop a like and subscribe.